Hey, it's Mayo. So if you don't already know, May is Lyme Disease Awareness Month, and this year for Lyme Disease Awareness Month, I've decided I wanted to contribute by doing a series talking about how I've healed from my chronic illnesses. I already started my DNRS series, and you can watch the first video, linked below. The first video is just sharing what DNRS is and how you can do DNRS. Today's video, I'm doing a 1 year later review and kind of sharing my experience of doing DNRS. For starters, if you don't know my whole health backstory, you can head to my Lyme Diaries playlist, which is linked below. I do all of my health videos there, and the DNRS series will be in that playlist as well. You can watch all of those videos to hear my whole backstory of having chronic Lyme disease, tick-borne diseases, and mast cell activation syndrome. Basically, in short, I was chronically ill for 5 years of my life, from 2012 to 2017, age 14 to 19. I am now 22, just for reference, in the year 2020, and I'm 90% better. If you're curious to hear more of my story, then definitely head to that playlist and check it out. I also will remind you that if you would rather read this series or if you would rather review this information, you can head to my blog, linked below, and all of these pieces of this series will be done in video and blog form, so whatever format is best for you, you can check it out that way or you can review the information, whichever way you would like. So 1 year ago I did DNRS and I decided I wanted to do an entire series talking about DNRS and kind of break it down into parts. So today's video, like I said, I'm just sharing my kind of overall opinion, experience, and like a 1 year later review of DNRS. If you would like to hear more specifics about the results that I saw from doing DNRS and my goals that I set for myself, that will be the next video, so stay tuned for that. How I came to trying DNRS is a short little story that I also wanted to share. So in May of 2018, I did a series on mast cell activation syndrome, which is something that I had or have. I did a video called My 20 Steps to Healing, and from that video, someone reached out to my mom actually and said that what I do sounds a lot like DNRS. That woman also shared that her daughter had a lot of similar health problems as me and that her daughter did DNRS, and within 6 months she got her health from 50% to 90% better. I also will share that eventually that girl went on to become 100% better, and largely because of DNRS. When I made my 20 Steps to Healing video, I was about 75% better, and my healing steps were all instinctual or created just by the help of my team of doctors. But mostly it was instinctive stuff that I figured out worked for me. I didn't know about DNRS, so I definitely wasn't ripping anyone off. But through my own personal healing steps, in 1 year, I got my health to go from 0% and almost dying to 75% better and continuing to get better. Like I said, I am now 90% better in 2020, and that video when I was 75% better was in 2018. Anyway, although I was still improving and doing really well with my own healing steps, I was totally open to trying new things. So with the advice of that woman, many other people, and also 2 of my doctors, I did DNRS. How I felt going into DNRS. So I will admit I was a little bit skeptical, but I was definitely curious and open to trying and seeing how the program went. I know a lot of people who are curious of DNRS and maybe just don't have the time, the money, the energy, the health stability, or something to just go and try it. So I figured I would try the program and I would share my experiences later on. I'm the kind of person who I really love reading reviews or watching reviews and people sharing their experiences, and I thought I could maybe do that for other people. But maybe this will be helpful for you guys to know what DNRS did for me. Maybe it'll feel like a personal connection. I just completely understand how it feels to be exhausted and depleted and desperate for help and answers. And when you're living your life 1 day at a time, 1 hour at a time because you're so sick, a 14-hour dedication to a DVD series sounds like a lot. It feels like a lot to take on. It did feel like a lot to me, but it actually went by very quickly and it was easy. What I thought of the program as a whole and what were my favorite parts of the program. I really liked the The set that I got with the transcription book and the student manual, I did like a show and tell in my last video of all of the stuff that I got with the program that I did, the 14-hour DVD series at home. You can head to my last video if you want to see all the individual things that I got. But I really loved the set that I had, and I really loved my student manual especially. My favorite part of the program was the science. I actually really liked learning all of the science about the brain and how it works and why it works. Learning the science was like a missing piece for me because, like I said, a lot of my own healing steps I did instinctually. I just knew that it worked for me, but I didn't know why it was working for me or why I did it. And to do this program and learn more of the science and stuff behind all of this, it really validated my own experience and validated myself and my own instincts, and I feel like it empowered me to just listen more to my own instincts with my healing. What is in the DNRS program and what you can expect? In DNRS, they tell you lots of success stories of people who've gone through the program already, and some of the stories are incredible. They also tell some other stories of people who have had limbic system impairments or injuries, and they rewire their brain and get full ability back, and it's so cool to hear the stories. I really dug those. Those are awesome. Also in the program, it has you identify problem areas, maybe patterns in your life where it's not the healthiest patterns, and it helps you create solutions for how to move forward, move past it, and create new patterns. The idea here is that the brain is stuck in some old patterns that are not uplifting your health or your healing, and you have to retrain your brain to do new habits, which means that the program is kind of repetitious. But the repetition of the program makes absolute sense to me. Kind of reminds me of how we teach children, and the way that we teach children is very intentional and for a reason, because repetition helps the brain hold on to what we're learning. It makes it stick. I thought the way this program was crafted was very smart, and I saw that similar to teaching kids, it was simple, but the simple techniques are very effective. Definitely it's not a program for kids though. I just want to clarify, it's not a program for kids. It's more technical than that. But I see the parallel between how in teaching children they use very simple techniques and repetition, and they include your senses, and it makes it stick into your brain. So, just to clarify. Also in the program, it has you write up goals for yourself, and if I'm recalling correctly, it asks you to pick a 6-month goal that is kind of out of reach and out of your comfort zone, and then it asks you to dedicate to practicing your DNRS skills for the next 6 months every single day. My overall experience of doing DNRS and my thoughts afterward is this last section of this video. The program went by much more quickly than I expected. I thought 14 hours would be a lot, but it actually went by pretty quick. I will also share that I know a lot of people who've done DNRS who liked it so much that they repeated their home program many times. I really like the convenience of the home program because if you missed a part of it, you can replay it. Or if you want to just repeat a part of it, you can replay it. Or if you want to do the whole thing again, you can redo it. You could also self-pace if maybe your health is in a really rough place. And I think that convenience is really nice. I did not see rapid or huge improvements in my health due to this program, but I did see positive results. And I will share more in depth about the goals that I set and the results that I saw in the next video. I did like DNRS, which I think is important to share. I did see positive results, and I did reach my 6-month goal in the time frame. I learned a lot. I feel like I gained some new skills that not only I stuck with for the 6 month, but I've stuck with for almost a year and a half now, which is pretty cool. I really enjoyed that the program was simplistic and that you're getting the maximum amount of benefits from the simplest techniques that you can possibly do. I think it was absolutely worth my money, my time, my effort, and the long commitment that I've given it. In short, I do recommend DNRS. I think it could be very beneficial for all different kinds of people with all different kinds of health or mental health things going on. I highly recommend that if you're interested in it, that you do your own research and look into it more. Maybe talk to your own doctor or therapist or some kind of professional if that's what you think you need to do. Or you can head to their website and just do all of your own research. And you can watch testimonials too. I will link their website below with all of the other links that I mentioned in this video. That's today's video. I, again, will recommend that you stick around for the next couple videos of this series. If you want to hear my results with DNRS, my goals, I will also share my least favorite parts, and maybe some tips if you're wanting to try DNRS. So subscribe if you want to stick around for the rest of the series. Make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Classic Mayo. I'm sitting on like a tiny stool and it's really hurting my butt.